Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of adrenaline-pumping chills, heart-stopping scares, and games that stay with you long after you've turned off the console, then you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into the terrifying world of video games to count down the top 10 scariest horror games of all time. Now, horror is subjective. What sends shivers down one person's spine might be another's afternoon stroll through a haunted house. But these games, in my opinion, represent the pinnacle of psychological torment, jump scare mastery, and just all-around terrifying gameplay. So, dim the lights, grab your blankets, and prepare to scream, because here we go. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Outlast, from Red Barrels. This game is a masterclass in vulnerability. You play as Miles Upshur, an investigative journalist who breaks into the Mount Massive Asylum, only to discover a nightmare beyond your wildest imagination. What makes Outlast so effective is that you have absolutely no way to fight back. Your only weapons are your wits, your agility, and your trusty night vision camera. The limited night vision battery adds so much to the tension. You're constantly scraping for power, adding to the feeling of desperation as you're pursued by truly disturbing inmates. The atmosphere of the asylum is incredibly oppressive, filled with unsettling imagery and sounds that will burrow into your mind. Be prepared to be chased, be prepared to hide, and be prepared to scream. Number 9 brings us face to face with a true icon of terror, Alien: Isolation. This game, developed by Creative Assembly, throws you into the space boots of Amanda Ripley, Ellen Ripley's daughter, as she investigates the disappearance of her mother.
Looking, aren't you?
My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Tim.
But you're not alone on the Sevastopol station. A single, relentless xenomorph stalks the corridors, and it's smarter than you think. Alien: Isolation nails the atmosphere of the original film perfectly. The clanking metal, the hissing steam, the constant feeling of being watched, it's all there. The alien itself is a marvel of AI design. It learns your tactics, it adapts to your movements, and it's always hunting. This is a game where every creak, every shadow, every ping of your motion tracker will send your heart racing. If you're an Alien fan, this is the game for you.
Ripley, slow down. A creature.
He said, come out and play.
How did I know I could trust you?
Fun and games.
She's getting worse. She's dying.
Only let me.
At number 8, we have a true psychological horror masterpiece, Silent Hill 2. Konami's Silent Hill 2 is a landmark title that ventures far beyond jump scares and gore, delving into the depths of the human psyche, and has truly stood the test of time. You play as James Sunderland, who arrives in the fog-shrouded town of Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his deceased wife. What follows is a journey into grief, guilt, and the terrifying manifestations of James's own inner demons. The iconic Pyramid Head, a twisted manifestation of James's guilt and desire for punishment, is a chilling and unforgettable presence. The game's use of symbolism, its disturbing creature design, and its haunting soundtrack all contribute to an atmosphere of palpable dread. Silent Hill 2 is a game that will stay with you long after you've finished playing, prompting you to question your own perceptions of reality and morality. Taking the 7th spot is a game that truly revolutionized the horror genre, Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Developed by Frictional Games, Amnesia strips away your ability to fight, forcing you to rely on stealth and your own sanity to survive. You play as Daniel, who awakens in a Prussian castle with no memory of his past. As you explore the castle, you uncover fragments of your memories, revealing a disturbing history and a looming threat. Amnesia's sanity system is what really sets it apart. Staying in the dark or witnessing disturbing events will erode your sanity, leading to hallucinations, distorted vision, and increased vulnerability to monsters. The feeling of helplessness is overwhelming, making every encounter with the game's terrifying creatures a desperate struggle for survival. Amnesia: The Dark Descent is not just a scary game, it's a truly unsettling experience that will leave you questioning your own perception of reality. Crawling its way to number 6 is Resident Evil 7: Biohazard. Capcom revitalized the Resident Evil franchise with this terrifying first-person entry, trading the series' action-oriented gameplay for a more intimate and terrifying experience. You play as Ethan Winters, who travels to a derelict plantation in Louisiana in search of his missing wife, Mia. What he finds is a nightmare beyond his wildest imagination. The Baker family, infected with a mysterious virus, are some of the most disturbing antagonists in video game history. Resident Evil 7 is a masterclass in tension and atmosphere. The dilapidated Baker house is a character in itself, filled with grotesque details and unsettling secrets. The limited resources, the claustrophobic environments, and the relentless pursuit of the Bakers all contribute to a feeling of constant dread. This game brought Resident Evil back to its horror. Landing at number 5 is Dead Space, from Visceral Games. This is a sci-fi horror masterpiece that combines intense action with truly unsettling creature design and a claustrophobic atmosphere. You play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer sent to investigate a distress call from the USG Ishimura, a planet-cracking starship. What he finds is a necromantic nightmare. The crew has been transformed into grotesque creatures known as necromorphs. Dead Space's strategic dismemberment system is one of its defining features. You can't just shoot necromorphs in the head, you have to strategically sever their limbs to take them down. The game's atmosphere is incredibly immersive, with realistic sound design and a constant feeling of being watched. And the necromorphs themselves are some of the most terrifying creatures ever conceived for a video game, with their twisted limbs and unsettling biology. Dead Space delivers both intense action and truly horrifying moments.
Dad was such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day he goes and kills us all. He couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining. I was dying of boredom anyway. But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me.
This entry is more of an honorable mention due to its short length. Coming in at number 4 is PT. This game is one of the scariest games ever made, even if it's just a demo. This playable teaser for the cancelled Silent Hills project, directed by Hideo Kojima, is a masterclass in psychological horror. You're trapped in a repeating hallway, haunted by a malevolent spirit. The game relies on atmosphere, sound design, and subtle visual cues to create an unbearable sense of dread. The feeling of being constantly watched, the distorted sounds, and the unsettling imagery all contribute to an experience that is truly unforgettable. Even though PT is no longer available, its legacy as one of the scariest and most innovative horror games of all time lives on. I wish it was here.
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City.
Chris, have they found it yet?
The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City.
Securing the bronze medal at number 3 is Resident Evil Remake. For sure, it's the Resident Evil remake released on GameCube, widely regarded as one of the finest remakes ever created. Capcom not only polished the original Resident Evil but also amplified its horror elements. You play as either Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine, members of the Scariest team investigating bizarre murders in the Arklay Mountains. What they uncover is a mansion filled with deadly traps, grotesque zombies, and terrifying secrets. The Resident Evil remake is a masterclass in atmosphere and tension. The Spencer Mansion is meticulously designed, with hidden passages, locked doors, and a sense of constant dread. The introduction of the Crimson Heads, zombies that become faster and more aggressive after being killed, added a new layer of challenge and terror. If you haven't checked this out, you must. Taking the second spot and silver medal is Visage. This game, inspired by PT, delivers a truly terrifying and unsettling experience that will test your sanity. You explore a large, unsettling house with a dark history, tormented by the spirits of its former residents. Visage relies heavily on psychological horror, creating a sense of unease and dread through its atmosphere, sound design, and disturbing imagery. The game's sanity system is particularly effective, as your mental state deteriorates the longer you spend in the dark or witness disturbing events. The ghosts that haunt the house are relentless and unpredictable, making every moment a tense and terrifying struggle for survival. Visage is a game that will stay with you long after you've finished playing, leaving you questioning your own perception of reality.
What the hell is that?
Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
I'm getting EMF readings.
Okay, this is it. It's in the room. Did you see that?
Okay, drumroll, please. And the number 1 scariest video game of all time is Phasmophobia. This game is the ultimate ghost hunting experience, combining realistic investigations with terrifying encounters. You and up to 3 other players take on the roles of paranormal investigators, tasked with identifying the type of ghost haunting a location. You use a variety of ghost hunting equipment, such as EMF readers, spirit boxes, and temperature sensors, to gather evidence and communicate with the spirits. Phasmophobia's strength lies in its realism and its unpredictable ghost AI. The ghosts can be aggressive, territorial, and intelligent, and they will react to your actions and your voice. The feeling of being hunted by an unseen entity is incredibly terrifying, especially when playing with friends. Phasmophobia is a game that will make you question your beliefs about the paranormal, and it will definitely make you jump out of your seat. It's a fantastic blend of realism, scares, and social gameplay, making it the scariest video game you can play right now. That's all, folks. That was my list of the top 10 scariest video games ever made. What do you think? Did I miss any of your favorites? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more horror content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single scream. Thanks for watching, and until next time, try not to have nightmares.